Podcast, podcast, screen, podcast, and we're on. Week 9 in the books. More than halfway done with. More than halfway done with the season. We are going to recap week 9, starting from last Thursday, a week from today, or a week from last week. Last Thursday night. Fuck, I thought it was week 9. Jets, Texans. Jets, Texans. At Jets, another primetime Jets game. I think we're supposed to get another one, but they flexed it out.
Oh, that's good.
But yeah, Jets pulled it off. Jets pulled it off against the Texans. I mean, this one you really just gotta look at the stats here. CJ 11 for 30, 191, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Receiving, Tank Dell 6 catches, 126 yards, 9 targets. Pretty good. I think he broke a long one. I forget what the long one was, but there was a long one in there somewhere. And then after that, it's Robert Woods and Dalton Schultz for 2 and 3 catches. So they're very, very short at receiver. Their offensive line is not doing too well, and the Jets got Hassan Reddick to finally start playing, so that looked pretty good, and their defense just looked better.
Oh yeah.
And even they
That
had
O line is horrible though.
Yeah.
I would
Punt,
check it up more.
fumble,
O line.
punt,
Not necessarily the Jets.
touchdown, missed field goal, end of half. Yeah, I mean, and Rodgers looked a
get
little
them
bit better.
going.
It was kind of it was a total Thursday night game, even though it was a good matchup in theory. It did have a Thursday night stink on it. So I mean, the Texans just need to get healthy. I think Nico Collins plays next week, or this week coming up. This one should be fairly easy. Texans, I think, still have a pretty good lead, so we'll put them in no doubters for sure. The playoffs.
Yeah, the Colts suck.
The Colts are not who we thought they were. Well, actually, Texans are first in the AFC South. Colts lost on Sunday night. We'll go over that in a little bit. And the Texans have the Lions, Cowboys, Titans, Jags. So one juggernaut, and then the rest are going to be ass after that.
Yeah.
I would feel better about the Lions game if the Lions were towards the end of this, so they could get healthier. But at least if they lose to the Lions, they have 3 pretty decent games.
Yeah, they'll be fine. The Texans are not tripping.
Yeah, so
Their
no
division's full.
doubters. And the Jets mathematically are not out, but are 3-6, and have the Cardinals, Colts, Seahawks, and Dolphins coming up. They're probably gonna lose to at least 2 of those, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I can see them splitting that for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, because even if they split this 2-2, they're still at 5-8, and that's not. I feel like you at least need 10 wins. And I think the Steelers are for sure gonna get it. I don't think the Steelers will hold on to the North, so that puts them somewhere back here. And then their competition is Bengals, Colts, Broncos, Chargers, and the Bengals have the Chargers who are ahead of them, the Steelers who are ahead of them, and the Cowboys who are on the NFC coming up. So they should be interesting. We can leave them at crossed off. I think by week like 13 or 14, he's gonna be on the health committee with fucking RFK Jr. taking fluoride out of the water systems.
For sure.
Just bringing back diseases that have been long gone for hundreds of years. Motherfuckers are gonna wake up with polio, with black lung.
Ashwagandha is gonna be in the mix.
Yeah.
It's on some stuff in some way.
It's gonna be crazy.
No doubt.
So
No doubt.
At least we can look forward to that. That'll be interesting. That'll be fun to talk about. So there's that. Cowboys Falcons. The first game
Pathetic.
on here.
Let's have a let's
What a
let's have a
fucking-
funeral. Let's have a funeral for the Cowboys right now. Real quick. Let's take a second.
Yeah, I'm down.
Season's over.
Here we go. This is what I was looking for. Season's over. So Dak's out for how long?
Probably the end of the year. He's probably not gonna come back.
Hamstring was that bad?
Yeah, it was announced today. It was partially torn off the bone.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Under
What
further
the
investigation.
fuck? Mine needs fuck, I can't even spot. I can't even speak. Mine needs season-ending surgery on hamstring. That's fucking
Yep.
wild.
Mm-hmm.
Who'da-
Yesterday was 4 weeks
who'da
IR.
thunk it?
Today was more clearly they had a closer look. And yeah. So
That's
I
crazy.
just shut it down. What do you
Well, yeah, I mean, you should just shut it
why-
down. Yeah, sure.
So that's
I'm
why
no-
I'm saying funeral. This is it.
No arguments from me
that's it.
there. And then CD Lamb also kind of hurt, right? There was like a.
Yeah,
Oh, we'll
but
just do Cowboys.
he's probably gonna play. But
I mean, it's Cooper Rush time, baby. Not half bad. Week 10, Darren Bland, that's best. But yeah, CD Lamb shoulder, Zach Martin, Micah Parson.
yeah, Micah should be back. Deron Bland should be back this week. But I mean, there's nothing to play for, man.
Yeah.
I just hope those guys don't get more hurt.
So when do you fire Mike McCarthy? Is the real question.
I don't know.
Is what we should be asking. Cowboy. Let's look at their schedule.
They're clear. Why fire him?
Just
You're
to
already
see what you
planning on the
got.
season.
Just to see what you got. You're gonna lose games anyway. Maybe see what Mike Zimmer got going on, or maybe
No. How do you
maybe-
elevate Zimmer when that's the worst part of our team?
Well, there you
That's
go.
not his
Now he
worst
won't.
part of
Now
it.
he won't be in charge of that anymore. Someone else will be in charge of the defense now.
No.
Maybe it'll
There's
be
no
better.
point. It's already his contract year anyway. Just play out the contract. Jerry Jones is he didn't do that to Jason Garrett,
It's because
so he's not gonna do it to Mike, bro.
Mike McCarthy though is gonna win you some bullshit games. So and you need to just lose.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're gonna be like 13th.
Let's see where you're at right
13th
now.
pick.
Cowboys are 11th pick, according to a mock draft by Tankathon, who I don't always like when we do their thing. They have you taking a running back. Oh, have you taken this guy? That'd be fucking sick.
Mm-hmm. I'll
That'd
take
be
that.
bullshit.
I'll take that. We need that.
If you let's
I
say
just
you,
hope we're not.
if you
I
fall
just
in
hope
this range-
we're not gonna be high enough. We're not gonna be high enough to get him when it comes down to it. I don't think he's gonna be there at 11.
this guy Ashton Jeanty.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be
If
there
you-
at 11.
let's just
next
say,
year.
in theory,
in the
let's just
draft.
say you fall even lower. Would you be down to
I
take
don't think we
Shador?
fall lower,
No, just just humor me.
dude. You just paid Dak, bro. This isn't no Kirk.
Oh,
Cousins
true, huh? Sorry, I
situation.
forgot about that part.
That's not gonna happen.
I mean,
Travis Hunter, I'll take.
they could fucking. Is there like a no trade clause or something?
I'm sure there is.
You would no trade clause in fucking NFL? They do, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Okay, yeah. So I'm sure you'll land maybe around here somewhere, maybe even lower. I mean, I can
I'm
see the
saying
Dolphins.
13th. Just because, yeah, Mike McCarthy.
Well, regardless, there's good options
stupid
here.
games.
Even if you are in this area,
Yeah,
There's a lot
I'm
of good
fine with
options.
another O line. O
Yeah.
line there as well. We need
Ooh.
it.
So we're crossing them off, huh?
Yeah,
It is getting crowded at the bottom.
that's right. That's right.
It is getting very crowded at the bottom. Falcons
right.
looked pretty decent
Less
again.
things to talk about.
You know, I can't remember the last time that everyone collectively decided that something was going to work out a certain way, and it actually did. And I would say that is exactly what the Falcons are.
Mm-hmm.
We were all like, oh, you just got to get Kirk Cousins in there. He'll be good enough to, like, do what you got to do, blah blah blah. And then for some reason, that's just exactly how it's playing out so far. So good for them. I think their division's also wrapped, so we're gonna no doubt them. They are currently Falcons 6-3 in the South. The next South team is the 4-5 Bucks, who have the Niners coming up. Who I think McCaffrey's clear to play. Then they got the Giants, Panthers, and Raiders. So maybe they'll land a maybe the Bucks will land a playoff spot. But I doubt that they'll land.
The Bucks are gonna be at 500. They'll be like a 9-8.
Yeah, but I don't think
they're gonna be a 9-8 team.
Yeah, if they don't win 10 games, even if they win 10 games, I don't think they're gonna make it in. Look at these 6-6-6 already here. So they're gonna need to win at least 11. So the Bucks might not make it. But that being said, though, the division is pretty much wrapped up for the for the Falcons.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add for the Cowboys? They have the Panthers.
It's over. All I have is it's over. I'm looking forward to next season. I'm looking forward to what we're gonna do in the off season. I want to know who our coach is gonna be. I want to start speculating, but we'll get there when we get there. But I'm officially punting on the 2024 season for the Cowboys. It's wraps, and I am putting my support behind the commies. Jaden Daniels, Dan Quinn.
Yeah,
half of that D line is coming from the defense. It's coming from the Cowboys from last year. That center was ours last year. A lot of Cowboys over there. So I'll be rooting for them for the remainder of the season.
Do they say that? Do they say once a Cowboy, always a Cowboy? Because Raiders say that. Cowboys say that. Let's read this. This is titled "The Winners and Losers of the 2024 NFL Draft." Trade deadline. Let's read this real quick. Austin Gale, the Dallas Cowboys shouldn't let Jerry Jones go out like this. In 1989, his first year as a team's owner, Jones drafted Hall of Fame quarterback Troy Aikman with the #1 pick. The following year, Jones drafted another Hall of Famer running back, Emmitt Smith. Aikman and Smith led the team to 3 Super Bowl wins. Jones deserves his flowers, and then some for that. He turned America's team into a dynasty. But they're a long way from that now. This is an insane revisionist history. I don't like this first paragraph. I don't like this at all. Because everyone knows it was, what's the guy's name? Jimmy Johnson is the one who constructed this team. And to be like, Jerry
Jones brought Jimmy Johnson in.
But do you get the credit for that? Like, his first year as team owner, Jones drafted Hall of Fame quarterback. Like, okay, you were the owner, but you didn't draft him. Jimmy Johnson drafted him. And the reason why, let me tell you why I have a problem with this. Because he famously hates Jimmy Johnson. He famously, fired him even though he was, at his heyday. Because he wanted to be in charge. Because he wanted, exactly. And ever since then, he hasn't won shit. So to be this first paragraph, you draft, you know what I mean? It's kind of like erasing. It's Jimmy Johnson erasure is what I'm trying to say, I guess. But anyway, in the same week, the Cowboys dropped to 3-5 and lost starting quarterback Dak Prescott for multiple weeks with a hamstring injury. Jones doubled down on the last season, trading a 2025 4th-round pick to the Carolina Panthers for wide receiver Jonathan Mingo, cool name, and a 7th rounder. To honor Jerry Jones, I made a doodle about this disaster. Okay, who gives a fuck? I also made a bullet point for those who can't handle my peak doodle. Okay, whatever. Prescott is going to miss multiple weeks. The Cowboys' next 3 games are the Eagles, Texans, and Commanders. Cooper Rush probably isn't winning those games. Prescott might not have been able to win those games. The Cowboys are 3-5 with injuries everywhere and coaching issues. Mike McCarthy, we see you beyond that. They're not a Mingo away from being playoff competitive. Mingo isn't good. Oh, take. He's a 2023 second rounder out of Ole Miss with a height, weight, speed combination and that NFL teams from foam at the mouth to develop, but he simply hasn't developed yet, at all. He's one of the least productive receivers in the league among 92 wide receivers with 400+ routes run since last season. Mingo ranks 85th in yards per route run. He obviously can improve.
Who's his quarterback?
Yeah.
Since he's been in the league. Exactly. So nobody knows who Jonathan Mingo is or if he's good or not. So
let's see, this guy had a.
This guy's making it seem like
this is kind of a funny, but yeah, this first thing is ball is thrown behind him, so And then Mike Redner says, ball is thrown to a spot that he should stop at so he can stay in bounds. Lol. I mean, he's still very young. He didn't know what he. Okay, yeah, whatever.
But again, you don't know.
Yeah.
Nobody knows if he's gonna be.
Take a chance. Take a chance. What are you gonna get at the 7th round anyway? This isn't even a low risk, high reward decision. The Cowboys gave up a 4th round pick in next year's draft for Mingo. DeAndre Hopkins went for less. Deontay Johnson went for less. Okay, now when you say that, okay.
Say, look at this is another. They went for less because they're older and they're paid a lot more than Mingo is. So of course the compensation is going to be a little bit less because the team has to eat whatever some of that money is. So when they start throwing in, oh well, D Hop went for this and Amari Cooper went for that 5 years ago, but it was. That's
You're making a valid point.
That's the one. The Amari Cooper is the only one that's like
makes sense.
Like makes Jerry Jones look like an idiot. But the whole DeAndre Hopkins one for or Deontay Johnson, or it's like, bro, that you can't really. You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know. And it's an overreaction for sure.
Dallas gave up more to add Mingo than it had got in return for Amari Cooper a few years back. This is a dramatic misunderstanding of wide receiver trade market. Overspending on underwhelming talent in what already might be a lost season is just another tired example of Jones being too far dug into his role in the decision-making process. Okay, that is a fair assessment. Someone has to tell him that Michael Irvin isn't walking through that door. It's actually Jonathan Mingo. He did bring up Michael Irvin, right? Is that what this is?
Dallas Cowboy fans, really regret this for all of our Dallas Cowboy fans. I will tell you this, that I've been around, I've seen Michael Irvin tear up and cry when he couldn't lose anybody because he's just recovering from knee surgery. Yet his ass came back and led a team to 3 Super Bowls. I know you can be there if you're there. That room's full of guys that can get it done. I believe in them, coaches and all. Really regret this for all.
Shut up, dude. Shut up. Anyways, RIP my Cowboys and their 2024 season.
Okay, we can read this when we hit Commanders. Nice. So yeah, RIP. It's over. Yeah. Next, Broncos Ravens. Fairly easy. Knicks couldn't hit anybody. The defense, I don't know. The defense is good enough to not let Knicks fucking tear them up. The Broncos are on the fringe. They are holding on for dear life. And the Ravens will put them in no doubters, although I could argue that they probably are the best team in the AFC. But I mean,
the Chiefs exist.
You think the Chiefs? Okay, that's
fine. Especially since they added D-Hop.
Yeah, they did look pretty good, but I still think
if they didn't add D-Hop, I'd be with you.
Okay,
I'd be with you on that.
Yeah, the Chiefs also have a better defense, so okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Broncos are on the fringe. Let's just take a look at where they're at. They are literally 7th, and are 5-4. The next 2 teams under them are the Colts and the Bengals at 4-5. I think the Bengals are now 5-5, right?
Oh no. 4-6. They lost.
Oh yeah, sorry, 4-6. But yes, the Broncos have the Chiefs, Falcons, Raiders, and Browns. The Chiefs and Falcons might get it done. Or the Chiefs and Falcons will get it done. The Raiders probably won't, and the Browns will probably beat the Broncos. So there's that. So that one we're gonna go over that one. Dolphins Bills did not watch much of this game, to be honest. But what the fuck? I didn't know. Tua is the only one who can run that offense apparently, or is that what's going on? Or
I guess so.
The Dolphins are a cross off. They are currently 2-6. Yeah, they're done.
Oh, for sure.
I guess the main thing I would want to talk about with them is that they are 2-6. A lot of teams have a shitty record, and they're currently at 8. They have an offensive tackle. Do you take a quarterback? if Cam Ward is there, nice to have Cam Ward going to the Raiders.
Dude, that's gonna be the question going into last season, bro. That's gonna be up for debate.
Yeah, everyone's gonna hate on Tua extra hard.
Everyone's gonna be saying take a QB, bro, for sure.
They're gonna hate on Tua extra hard, and everyone's gonna be fucking up in arms about it. There used to be like a lot of Herbert.
I think they should. Beef. What do you think?
I think they should.
I think they should too.
Why not?
If Cam Ward's there.
Yeah, if with the talent that's there. Yeah, okay. Obviously, it depends on where they land. But
Shador's not gonna be there, but because he's going number 1 or 2. But if Quentin Ewers is there, yeah, you have to, bro.
I mean, the way it's set up. I mean, why wouldn't the Saints take a quarterback?
Good point.
Why wouldn't the Panthers take a quarterback?
Good point.
So what? They have a quarterback. This is so stupid. This Tankathon thing, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, it's all says. It's all speculation.
Yeah, I don't know about this one.
We know Travis Hunter's going 1 or 2, and Shador's going 1 or 2.
Whatever. Let's just look at it like this.
Anyways.
But look at all these teams there. 2 losses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 teams with 2 losses. And then there's
okay. If it's all tiebreakers like that, then what does it come down to? Who had a worse?
The strength of schedule. Strength of schedule.
Oh, it goes off the strength of schedule. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Dolphins already have them crossed off, and then the other team was the Bills, who are 7-2. I thought they lost more games, but I guess not. Yeah.
Josh Allen has found a way, man.
Yeah, I mean it's literally just a big 3 over there in the AFC with Lamar, Josh, and Patrick. I honestly, I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen, but the Texans are probably like the odd man looking in as far as like the top 4 seeds. I don't think the Steelers hold on to the division, but yeah, we're just gonna see what happens. I hope it doesn't end up being like Ravens Bills or some shit first, and then Chiefs get the winner of that. I would prefer for it to land somewhere where the Chiefs have to play the Ravens and the Bills to get to the Super Bowl. But alas, I doubt that's how it's gonna work out. I also want So yeah, so Bills, I think we can put them in no doubters. That division's pretty much wrapped. Saints Panthers, real quick, they're both crossed off, but
horrible.
Fucking what's his name got a win though, right? Bryce Young got a win, so that's good. So that's all I really wanted to say.
You see all the real quick
the Derek Carr shit.
The Saints players coming out and being like, "Yo." Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what
lost to the Panthers.
Yeah, just meant that they lost to the Panthers, and then
that's
what I'm saying. Why would you have a defensive lineman for Saints here?
No, yeah, for sure they have to go.
There's no way you hold on to Derek Carr. They're trading him or cutting him or something. There's no way you can keep him.
It's looking like it's gonna be a repeat of last year, bro. Where a whole bunch of QBs are going in the top 10.
Yeah, there's for sure. No way.
It'll be the first time back-to-back drafts where it's like 5 within the first 12 picks or something like that.
Yeah.
A lot of horrible quarterbacks right now, dude.
So then the next game is Raiders Bengals. The Raiders are cross off, but they did fire a bunch of the offensive coordinator and a bunch of other stuff.
Really?
And apparently they brought in Norv Turner.
Who's that?
Norv Turner's son, I guess.
Sounds familiar.
He used to coach the Chargers back in the day. Here we go. Raiders bringing in veteran coach Norv Turner as offensive assistant. Turner's son Scott is the team's passing game coordinator. So, following the firing of offensive coordinator Luke Getsy, the Raiders hired Norv Turner as a senior advisor and offensive consultant on Tuesday afternoon. Head coach Antonio Pierce also moved Turner's son from passing game coordinator to interim offensive coordinator for the remainder of the season. Pierce, however, said on Monday that he has not decided on who will get the final say on play calling. Joe Philbin was also named the interim offensive line coach on Tuesday, too. In recent weeks, Pierce had called out the play calling and specifically the play caller, which was Getsy, giving Scott Turner the play calling responsibility with his father, a long-time offensive coordinator, blah, blah, blah. So that's what's going on with the Raiders. And then, but hopefully they keep losing. Back to this thing. Also 2-7. We're all 2-7, but for some reason we're 6 because of the strength of schedule. So, I mean, hopefully they don't win another game. But I hope.
You hope. You better hope.
Oh, we're at the bot, but we're at the season. Okay, whatever. We have the Dolphins, Broncos, Chiefs, Bucks. I don't see how we win any of these. I want to lose as many games as possible. Thank God the Panthers won, by the way. Thank God for Bryce Young. Derek Carr. Talk about Derek Carr still being a Raider for life. You know, getting the L.
Helping him out, huh?
Yeah. What was I gonna say? The only thing is that I feel like it eats away at Max Crosby every time we lose, and I just need him to because the defense is playing great, and
he's gotta trust the process, man.
Yeah, just trust the process.
To play for.
As long as you look, the defense looks good, and everybody knows that, and everybody loves that. So as long as you guys can just keep it together,
check, stay healthy for next year.
Like the quarterback stats, there's stats on Bennett and Nate Hobbs. There's a lot of stats on these defensive guys that are fucking putting up great numbers defensively. So like I'm just have this is a season to have individual accolades. You know what I mean? Like. Fucking honestly, Max Crosby don't even follow whatever the play is. Just go for as many sacks as you can get. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This is a year. This is a year to be like, fuck that. I'm just rushing the quarterback every play. Fuck that.
Mm-hmm. I'm rooting for you guys to get that #1 pick.
Yeah, I hope so.
I'm hoping
we'll fuck it up somehow, but you know, I guess
win the last game and end up being the second pick.
It starts off. You know, with getting there first, and then after that we fuck it up. What was I gonna say? So Bengals, I'm gonna just put them in playoffs because regardless that they lost tonight, it
looks real tough.
They look good. They got the Chargers and Steelers that are ahead of them. So if they beat the Chargers, the Chargers have the Titans, Bengals, Ravens and Falcons. So they just they're playing teams that are in front of them. If they could beat,
have a tougher schedule.
Yeah, so I'll put them in playoffs ?
Yeah, I like that.
Now we can get to the Commanders. Giants, cross off whatever. They need to also lose games. They are currently ahead of us or under us in the schedule. They're 7th. We're going to read this. Winner, the Washington Commanders are as serious contenders. Danny Heifetz. What a difference a year makes. This time in 2023, Washington was trading its best defender, pass rusher Montez Sweat, to the Bears, in a move that would help change the course of the franchise's history. By worsening the defense and tanking the second half of the season, Washington lost its final 8 games. The Commanders earned the #2 pick in the draft, which became LSU quarterback Jayden Daniels. Now with Daniels under center, Washington is 7-2. The team is jockeying not for just the lead in the NFC East, but the #1 overall seed in the conference, and it's a buyer at the deadline. On Tuesday, Washington sent 3rd, 4th, 6th round picks to the Saints for cornerback Marshawn Lattimore and a 5th rounder, a deal that signals that the Commanders are officially going in for the NFC crown. The Lattimore trade addresses the single biggest weakness on Washington's roster, cornerback. And also something that Dan Quinn, I feel like when Dan Quinn has his system calls for having
corners who can play man.
Yeah, so here we go. Commanders 23 first-round pick Emmanuel Forbes Jr., who was listed as a dubious 108 pounds and is built like my former Ringer colleague Ben Solak, has been unplayable this season. He ranks 99th out of 205 cornerbacks in PFF grading. And the Washington Post Sam Fortier noted by adding Lattimore, Washington can bump Benjamin St. Juiced, their #2 outside corner, and allow rookie Mike Santristatil to play in the slot. The Commanders can now play more single high safety looks and more man coverage as long as Lattimore stays healthy. Though it's worth noting that he has not played more than 10 games in a season since 2021. This is the move of a team that is genuinely trying to win the Super Bowl, and it's giving Detroit serious competition for the feel-good story of a destitute franchise turned Super Bowl contender. Yeah, they are kind of treading on their territory a little bit with the whole. It's the year of the shitty teams coming back. Hopefully, the Raiders are the next team next year. But yeah, Commanders only one game back from being in first, and they have the Steelers, Cowboys, the Steelers, Eagles, Cowboys, Titans.
Interesting.
Wait a second. Oh no. They play the Cowboys on the Sunday. They don't play on Thanksgiving. What's the Thanksgiving schedule?
No, I think we play the Giants on Thanksgiving.
Here we go. Sunday. Oh, the 8th. The 28th is the okay. It's because you know how we're going over there for the 23rd. I keep thinking that's.
Yeah.
That's fucking me up. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, Commanders are looking fucking solid. So let's make them no doubter. Also.
Easy.
I mean, because we have so many cross-offs, it's kind of easy to. It's very by week 8. I would say we already had most of this laid out.
Yeah.
And then Giants are cross-off. Hopefully Daboll doesn't get fired. If he does, I'm gonna be very upset. They just gotta let him.
Maybe he'll come and be OC for Shador. Woo!
Honestly, just fire Pierce and give it to fucking Daboll. Like, there's no reason to. But I guess I don't know. It's just the GM over there has fucked him like twice already.
Oh, for sure.
4 times.
I think he goes before Daboll goes. I hope.
Yeah.
It should be.
Yeah, they should just be like, Daboll, pick your own fucking GM. Like, you're a fucking genius. Like, at least, even with the shit that he has to work with, he makes the team, at least, you know, there's times where you're watching the Giants, you're like, well, at least they're like, you know, running. Like that Tracy guy that they have.
Yeah.
He looks good, you know. There's some plays that are working. Like, you were getting Daniel Jones to, he's not completing all the passes, but the passes that he's able to complete to Neighbors makes you feel good, you know? But yeah. So, Patriots Titans, the next one.
Horrible.
Oh yeah, horrible cross off. May looks good.
Was funny? No, what was funny is how horrible both these teams were, but the game was good as hell.
Yeah,
I watched that last quarter till the end of that one. I'm like, how are these two?
This is where May had that fucking touchdown pass, right? Yeah, this is worth showing.
I'm like, this is the best game of the morning, and it's these two sorry teams.
For the game, Drake May for the game. Patting the ball, May scanning, loads of time. He'll roll, he'll run.
Just
a sidestep. He's ready to throw. Nobody's open. Into the end zone. Touchdown.
And then to Ramondre Stevenson, even more is kind of hilarious because it's like not even to a fucking total receiver.
With an absolute sidestep, he's ready to throw. Nobody's open. He'll run.
That's like
time. He'll roll.
This is a yeah. He got his ass.
A sidestep. He's scanning. Loads of time. He'll roll. He'll run.
He just Euro-stepped the shit out of him. That was great. I'll let it run.
Sidestep. He's ready to throw. Nobody's open. Into the end zone. Touchdown.
Even the fucking guy's like, nobody's open, and his ball just lands right on Ramondre Stevenson.
Yeah.
That was good. So,
anyways,
fucking Patriots fans have something to be happy about. Pieces of crap. Next games. Bears Cardinals. I was hoping it would be a better game. It was not. Cardinals, I guess, are looking like the real deal. Caleb is actually kind of like still looking all over the place, although the Cardinals defense did play pretty good. And Kyler's Kyler. So Cardinals are currently in first, right? Yeah. Damn. As of right now, there is no other West team.
we might have to. So we might have to make a NFC West.
Yeah. That shit's looking crazy.
There's nothing we can determine from those teams, dude. Besides, obviously, we'll get to it, but the Niners getting CMC back.
Yeah, that's true. That's big. That's pretty big.
So, let's see if he can stay healthy, though. I'm a little like
dubious about it, huh? Okay, so Seahawks are 4-5. They were just 2 weeks ago in first place, and now they are last. Cardinals were last place, and now they're first, and the Rams and the Niners are here. So, yeah, we are gonna have to make an I think
just slide everything down. Just move the NFC West under Frisky. Just slide everything up.
Actually, yeah. No, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take off Frisky because there's no Frisky teams anymore, really. Just fringe teams.
Okay.
And I'll just put them. I'll put them here. But yeah. So currently the Cardinals are in first on that, and the Bears are in the NFC North. On the outside looking in at 4-4. I mean, I think
that might have been Raps.
This might be. So does it mean So this means the Rams, the Niners, and the Bucks are in the. But I guess that's why we made that one category, huh? But yeah, so the Cardinals. Well, the Seahawks are where? Oh yeah, so 4-5. So so you think it's one team out of the NFC West? You think the Packers hold on?
Yeah, I think the Packers are.
They kind of had a fucked game. That Lions game was so hard to watch, even because it was raining so hard. I was just like, fuck.
Yeah. I agree, but
The Packers have the Bears, Niners, Dolphins, Lions again. At Lions. Oh, at a dome.
That's how they split that. They're gonna still be the 7th seed.
Yeah. If they beat the Niners, I could see Matt LaFleur beating Shanahan and sunning him. Shanahan already got sunned by fucking McVay earlier in the season. He can complete the trifecta, or he can complete it by fucking getting sunned.
That would be nuts.
Yeah. So I think the Packers would be the team though. Because the Vikings only have the Jags, Titans, Bears, and Cards.
Pull up the Bears next 4 games.
The Bears are at Pats, Packers, Vikings, Lions.
Dude,
they'll probably beat the Pats.
That's 1-3 there.
Yeah, so the Bears are not, but they're already on the outside looking in anyway.
Bears are cooked.
Yeah, they're cooked.
Bears are cooked. They needed that Cardinals win, man.
Yeah, they needed the Cards win for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Raps.
And then they got fucked by the Commanders on that Hail Mary too.
They made it cute. They made it cute for a little bit. Caleb Williams is gonna be nice.
If they didn't fucking get fucked on that Hail Mary
draft process, they still need one more draft cycle and maybe 1 or 2 free agents.
Yeah, honestly, they just also need, like, I feel like they need to find an offense that's comfortable for Caleb, because he also looks like he's frantic out there sometimes.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that same calm that like Jordan Love has, where even when Jordan Love is causing chaos, where he's just throwing the ball up, it looks on purpose sometimes. Yeah, but the Bears are on the outside looking in, so I would say, because I do think Rams and Niners are gonna go in, so then the Cards are in first. So then one of these teams would make the first. Okay, what team do you think is gonna not make it from here? Is what I guess my question.
I think that's how it's gonna look, dude.
Really? You think the Cardinals are gonna stay? Because the Cardinals are currently in first.
Well, maybe not the Cards.
Actually. So you think, okay? Do you think the wild card teams are locked?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be all NFC East, or sorry, North.
So the wild card teams are locked, but the
it's
besides
just gonna be,
so just
Cardinals and Eagles probably gonna be the two that kind of fighting for.
Yeah, I think the Cardinals probably lose. I don't think they win the division.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, Cards, Bears, and then Jags, Eagles. The Eagles were dying to lose this game. They wanted to lose it so bad.
And then Sirianni after the game is like.
Is he what happened after the game?
Nah. It's just one of those, like, how he carries himself, bro.
Yeah, he's very fucking.
Bro, you were in control of the game, and then
you had to get bailed out by your defense. Like your defense had to bail you out.
Exactly, but he acts like he just
Yeah.
he still blew him out. Like,
Yeah.
I hate the way he carries himself.
Has time. Now locates Barkley out of the backfield. Barkley slips 2 tackles and picks up the first down.
It's just how
Up
like
in the air to the 30.
this man is awesome.
A gain of 14 for Barkley with some nifty moves along the way.
This is what like watching Walter Payton was like. I feel like Walter Payton would do shit that'd be like, what the fuck?
As soon as this clip went viral, if I was the owner of the Giants, I would have fired the GM as soon as Twitter started going crazy over this clip.
Fair enough.
You're fired. You're done. You're done.
Especially because
Boom. This spin move is nuts.
Yeah, going in.
And then
it's just, and then they fucking drug tested him after, he says. And it's like, what is he? Is he taking the drug that gives you like eyes behind the back of your head? I don't understand. Like, they're like, yeah, he's taking the drug that makes him fucking spatially aware, like fucking blue. But yeah, fucking great. That's why.
Eagles do look like they're clicking on offense a little bit more. It looks like Kellen Moore.
Yeah, and the defense is kind of settled in too.
Figuring it out a little bit.
The defense looks more settled in also. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's honestly just Sirianni, like you said. He's the one who's gonna get in their way. But actually, should I move this playoffs thing higher?
Yeah, at least. Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. Because NFC West, a lot of these are not gonna make it.
Yeah, and the NFC North is better. It's a really good division too. So.
Yeah.
Anyways,
actually, yeah, we could leave NFC North. Or should we move the Bears at fringe? Yeah, Bears should be.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. They're already on the outside looking in. That's that. Lions Packers, also another game. This was a lot.
It was supposed to be a game of the week, but
everyone was excited.
Once Tom Brady, the overhead shot of the stadium, I'm like, oh no.
I'm gonna put Lions back in Super Bowl. Yeah, and then Jordan Love was kind of hurt. I guess you can kind of tell. He's playing hurt or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
He was hurt the week before too. So, and it's raining. The defense was fucking playing great. There was like an ejection on for one of the linebackers or something, and the defense still played great.
Yep.
So
Branch.
Brian Branch, I think. So the score looks, I guess, kind of close, but it was actually like 24-3 for a long time. No, or I just know that they were up for a while.
Yeah. You got to tip your cap to Jared Goff too, though.
Yeah, he looked good even in the rain.
Even in the rain, and he has that little cloud over his head about being a stadium quarterback.
Yeah, being a dome guy.
So yeah, a dome guy for sure. Which there's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
So that's that. Rams Seahawks was actually pretty good. But
Puka got thrown out. That's the only thing I saw from this game.
Okay. So I haven't even seen that. Puka.
Yeah. It was a classic one of those. He got in trouble because he responded to the guy, but the ref saw the response only.
It's just like the punch isn't even.
But
this is what I haven't seen it, but I heard people talking about it.
Yeah.
By Seattle after the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Los Angeles Rams number 17.
So Nakua has been ejected. There's Puka. Kobe Bryant goes to block him. He doesn't realize he's down by contact, and then Nakua throws a punch.
But it's like,
he throws a punch, hits him in the helmet with his right.
But it's like you're punching a guy in the helmet, dog.
Again, the ruling on the field was an interception by Seattle.
Okay, you know what this is not?
What?
Let me find it. The Twitter video has it because I don't want to fucking. If I look for it on YouTube, it's gonna give me an ad. Not this.
Now you talk about a fight.
I mean, this is fighting.
This
Oh,
is Jimmy
Isaac
on your
Johnson?
left,
Yeah.
Jimmy on the right. And that's how we warm up for the pregame.
You know what I mean? Like you're ripping helmets off, trying to get a dude in the face.
Yeah, I get you.
Like this other thing we just watched,
And
he's
now
hitting him
that's
in the head.
football.
Yes,
Now that's
exactly.
football, dog.
Like this,
So Nakua has been ejected.
he's just hitting, punching him in the place where he has a helmet. Like, what does it matter? Like, you're stupid for punching it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I don't know. Okay, so that's why people are mad. I saw people
Yeah.
talking about a punch. I thought he was trying to like punch a ball out for like after a pick or something, and then he just like hit the guy in the wrong place or something. But all right, well, whatever. I
Yeah.
mean, fucking Rams are Rams.
Sean McVay just still finds a way to figure it out every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That fourth down play was
Best player
brutal though.
Best player gets thrown out of the game. All right.
The fucking
all good.
so they're like in overtime. They go to the Seahawks are at 4th and 1, and they just get stuffed. And then after that they come back, and Stafford just throws a touchdown. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I've seen Matthew Stafford do this a bunch of times, like in the past 2-3 years. Rams. I don't know if it's like deja vu or something, but
Run. Now Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford had the ball in his hands and a chance to win the game.
Stafford wants to throw. Got a man deep. Throw goes deep. One-handed catch. Does
DeMarcus
he hang
Robinson.
on to it? Robinson. Game over. Rams win.
it's
Oh
just
my,
they
what a
had
way
just
to lose
stuffed
a
them
game.
on 4th and 1, and then Stafford just walk off touchdown. You know what I mean?
When Matthew got out, when he was able to outflank, he recognized there was no top shelf to the coverage. He got behind Woolen, and it was a big-time route. It's a route that DeMarcus has caught a lot, never versus a cover zero look. What a catch, what a finish, and what a job by Matthew leading the way.
God, he must love Matthew Stafford.
Oh, dude.
He must just love
You've
him.
never seen that clip? You never seen that clip after they won?
After this
Super
game? No.
No, after
Did
they
they
won the
kiss?
Super Bowl. I mean, I'm sure McVay wanted to, but he told him he loved him.
He's
He was like,
come on.
you're amazing. You're incredible, man. You're incredible. And they're like hugging. Yeah, it was nuts.
Yeah, I also saw this tweet on
Yeah,
Sunday.
he loves that guy for sure. Let me see.
You miss 100% of the reckless tight window throws you don't attempt, Matthew Stafford.
Matthew's nuts, man.
This one was actually really good. It's just like in between
Oh my
3 people, and then
goodness.
the
Oh my
craziest part is
goodness.
just like the weird sidearm. Like his arm
Yeah,
is throwing
the
such
arm
a,
angle.
yeah, it's so weird. And it's just like right on the money.
The touch to get it over the first guy, but in front of the guy behind the receiver, but right in front of the corner that's
Yeah, like that.
over the receiver. Oh my god, that's nuts.
Yeah, like in stride.
I love
Kind of.
stuff like that, dude. The
Yeah.
touch. Oh.
So
Doing
yeah,
my
so if
man.
I had to put my money on one, actually let's check what they're putting their money on. What is it that we do? What is it called? FanDuel, thank you. Check who they think is gonna win the division. I think if I had to guess, please don't.
It's probably gonna be Niners, man.
Well, divisions. West. So they have the Niners in front.
Cardinals.
Oh my god, I would take
Cardinals.
the Rams. You put $10, you win $38. I put $100 on this. Easy. I just don't think the Niners are having the Super Bowl hangover. That's like the famous.
Mm-hmm.
You know, famously, teams have
They
Super Bowl
can't get
hangovers.
healthy. They can't get healthy either. CMC is a question mark. You don't know what he's gonna look like.
I feel like they're not even gonna use him.
I don't think so. He's gonna be on a pitch count.
Yeah,
bro.
exactly.
I think he's gonna be on a pitch count the rest of the season, bro.
Like
I was gonna try to save him for the playoffs. But even then, I don't know, man. I don't know.
God, I would parlay it with this. How much is this? Oh my God, Commanders. You can get Commanders, Rams parlay to win the division.
What's 100 look like?
100 would be $1,000, or close to it, 908. That's easy money, dude. Rams, Washington. Put a unit on that. That's easy money. You can just continue the odds by just.
You could take the Steelers too. I mean.
Nah, I'm not taking Steelers.
For fun.
For fun.
For
okay,
fun?
what I would do.
What would that look like?
I would do this. I would do this and then separately do it again, adding the Steelers. If you put 100, that's $3,831.
I like it.
Ravens, more sure thing. $100, you're still at $1,210.
Wow.
I just feel like Sirianni's gonna fuck the Eagles one way or the other, and especially with the trade that they were just talking about, this is easy.
And the Eagles have the pressure on them, dude.
Yeah.
The commies, when they play the Eagles, who's the pressure on?
So you do just all divisions. You do Rams, Commanders, Lions, Ravens. $100 hits you 1,700. Let's just pick all of them. Houston, Buffalo,
Bills for sure, Chiefs for sure,
Falcons.
Yeah.
So if you just pick all of the division winners, 8-leg parlay, 2,200.
Wow.
But anyway, so Rams, Seahawks, boom. We did that. Now let's do Colts, Viking. It was a Sunday night game.
Snooze fest.
Yeah. I think this goes back to the a lot of people that were upset about the whole benching of I'm already forgetting his name. Richardson. Yeah, they were kind of right as far as at least entertainment value. This was, Flacco did not look too good. Vikings defense looked solid. Justin Jefferson was good as always. So the Vikings are probably. And then, yeah. So the Colts. I mean, I think they should just keep playing fucking Richardson. What are you doing? There's no reason not to play him at this point. You're not gonna win games. Like, look, you're 4-5. The point is to develop him, and I do think the offense looked a little worse. If not worse, the same. And if at least it's gonna look the same, well, at least Richardson can throw one deep one or run for like 20 yards on a,
It wasn't looking the same the last few times Flacco was in there.
Yeah.
To begin with.
And to be fair, it was the Vikings.
Make you look crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The Vikings make you look nuts.
Yeah. So maybe they were just protecting Richardson from the Vikings. Who knows? But yeah. So I'll put them on the fringe. I don't think they're making the playoffs. And then Bucks Chiefs. I mean, this is
a
also
great game, man.
Great game. Yeah. The Bucks. I mean, shouts out to fucking Baker Mayfield. No matter what happens at the end of his career, he was a number 1 overall pick. He got fleeced for Deshaun Watson.
He was a grinder, bro.
He's a grinder, and he's fucking. And he almost. It looked like.
Respect it.
It looked like he had a chance to beat the fucking Chiefs. I thought he was gonna pull it off.
Oh yeah.
So
this dude battles, bro. I've never really been a fan of him, but. You just gotta respect the fact
ever
that
since
this
he
dude
told
came back from the dead, bro.
Who did he tell to suck his dick? I forgot who it was.
Panthers. In college?
Yeah,
in college? I think it was Kansas. It was Kansas.
Kansas?
They were at Kansas. Yep.
Yeah, well, ever since then, I was like, all right, well, this guy's an asshole, so that's cool.
That.
And I like it because he's short. He's like not as short as maybe Bryce Young, but he's one of the smaller dudes.
Yeah.
But yeah, he fucking makes nice throws, and he fucking, you know, so.
Yeah, he battles, man.
So we'll give him his flowers. However, yeah, they're pretty much done here. 4 and 5. Yeah, again, it's just if the NFC North wasn't as good, maybe he'd have a chance, but whatever. If I was a Bucks fan, I would at least be happy to have him. So, I'll put them here. They're not.
Yeah.
Out of
respect. It's not completely over yet.
Out of respect, I'm not gonna cross them off. That and because there's no more space. But out of respect. And then the Chiefs go back up here. D-Hop looked great.
Dude, unbelievable, man. Andy Reid is just his mouth waters.
Yeah.
You know, I practice thinking of, you know, what to draw up.
Was this the only touchdown? Oh wait, no. That's...
What?
Was this the only touchdown?
No, he had two. Got him there and got him in.
Oh, he tweeted this one.
This is pressure. Mahomes was hit. Passes. Oh wait, no, it was Hopkins at the bottom. His way. Touchdown.
Reggie Wayne used to do this a lot, and I said that shit was so tough. It's
what,
like when
slants?
Yeah, but then he would jump like that. Like when they would jump, I like when they jump their body like that to try to like make sure like they don't get, you know, corralled or anything. Like put their body in front of it, I guess.
His way. Touchdown.
Reggie Wayne used to do this shit all the time. I used to do that shit all the time. We're in it back home. Not my fault.
Hopkins got him there and got him in. D-Hop is the king at those little slams.
Yeah.
Slap. Homie's hands are nuts. Catches everything.
So in fucking on football, on the NCAA, when I'm recruiting, I'm trying to find route runners that have a high speed or high acceleration, and it's so hard to find those motherfuckers. But I did have.
When you do find them,
they're like
you try to recruit them, and it's like
I did find like a route runner, a tendency route runner that was like 6'2", with high acceleration and fucking nothing.
Yeah, I do like route runners. I primarily go for route runners, and then I go for deep threat.
Yeah, deep threat is the ones where I try to find the 99
a physical
ones.
Dude, and then a physical guy. Well, at least one physical dude.
That's
like 6'3", and they gave me a whole bunch of 6'1", 6 foot dudes.
I did get it. There was one year I had some transfer from I don't know where the fuck, some random ass college that he was like 6'4", and yeah, like when I was like at the 5-yard line, just throw it up to him and he would kind of catch it like twice, like 2 or 3 times he caught it where it was like he mossed the dude, and I was like, all right, that's kind of cool. Just mossing.
That's dudes. Exactly why I brought you here. Good job.
Yeah, like that's why. Yeah, exactly.
Good job.
So it was either like run the ball 4 times or like run the ball 3 times and then fucking somewhere in there fucking pass it.
That's funny, bro.
But yeah, so that was Monday night. So yeah, out of respect, we're not crossing out the Bucks, and then the Chiefs are a Super Bowl team.
Bye week.
Did we not already? Oh, we didn't do the Seahawks. Seahawks, NFC West. These teams roll on by.
Yeah. No.
No, we skipped the team.
Chargers played.
Oh, they played. Who did they play?
Did I
skip them?
Browns.
Oh,
we skipped Browns.
Oh, it's because they're crossed off.
Because they're trash, yeah.
But the Chargers, they're fringe. Let's see if they can hold on.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's do playoffs because maybe they'll hold on.
Oh yeah, you're right.
AFC is a lot easier than that.
Hey, the defense is nice.
Yeah, they're looking good. They're looking good, and turns out that Herbert is. They're like, you know what? Herbert is actually a really good quarterback. He can throw. he made some throws, and they're actually throwing a lot more now. I know this because I have his fantasy team, and he's fucked me being on my bench like twice already. But he made some good throws, and so that's good. What's his first name? Joe Herbert?
Justin.
Justin. I'm like, fuck this. Okay, well, this is a good one. Justin Herbert currently has an interception attempt ratio of 0.4%. The only player to have a better ratio in a season is Aaron Rodgers in 2018 when he set the NFL record of 0.3%. Hey, man, I don't really watch football. Is this good? Never watched football before. I don't know if this is a good stat, man.
Yeah.
Very good stat. Where the fuck? And also Dobbins not getting hurt or not being hurt is also good. Shout out to him. He was always hurt on the fucking Ravens for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, these two teams were on bye, so they very much needed, the Niners very much needed the bye. But they will also go into the NFC West. I'll put them ahead. And the Steelers are also on a bye. Steelers, actually, they might be in here somewhere. Let's see. I know the Steelers got
Johnson, right? Johnson. Or no.
Here we go.
Mike Williams. Mike Williams.
Yeah. Here we go. I saw people making jokes that they should trade for Deontay Johnson. With Baltimore playing some of its best football and Cincinnati turning its season around, it seems the Steelers felt an impetus to add veteran talent on both sides of the ball at the deadline. Early on Tuesday, they sent a 5th-round pick to the Jets for wide receiver Mike Williams, and later they gave Green Bay a 7th-round pick for edge rusher Preston Smith. In Williams, the Steelers are bringing in a ball winner on the perimeter who fits the play style of quarterback Russell Wilson, so we should expect more of this patented moon balls in the coming weeks. Beyond what he does for Wilson, though, Williams is a wise hedge against relying too heavily on young receiver George Pickens, who had several lapses in motor and effort this season. Those lapses have prompted Mike Tomlin to decrease Pickens' workload, and while publicly Tomlin has positioned this as a matter of maximizing Pickens' production, given the dearth of talent on this depth chart before the Williams trade, it came across as a message being sent to the players about his behavior. On the other side of the ball, the Smith move should match up some of the team's depth issues. Opposite star defender T.J. Watt, Alex Highsmith missed a chunk of time this year with a groin injury, and Nick Herbig is nursing a bad hamstring. Once those guys are back, Smith will probably be a situational role player at best, as he seems to have lost some of his pass rushing juice this year. Neither of these moves were all in measures, nor do I expect them to tip the scales in the balance of the Power AFC, but it does seem clear that Tomlin and the organization aren't going to let an opportunity to compete for the postseason pass them by.
Yeah, I agree.
That's very good, yes.
I forgot they added Preston Smith too, bro.
Yeah, me too.
That's huge. That's huge too. But just to be a third down guy,
I don't know.
Yeah, he might not be what he used to be, but
here
when he was at the Packers, but
I don't know.
Homie's still good, man.
NFC, I'll just put no.
No, they're gonna be no doubters, bro. They're gonna make the playoffs. I think they'll make the playoffs.
Either as a wild card or they're only a game back.
Somehow.
They play more games. Well, we'll see. But yeah, I think they'll make the playoffs too. Okay, so that's good. We could save this. It took an hour. Yeah, this is actually going faster now that half the fucking league. Okay.
Yeah, half the league is
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11 teams are out, with a notable mention of the Buccaneers. Yeah, like 2 more weeks, and I think we'll have at least 14 teams down here. Like fucking 45% of the fuck. What's that together, baby? 7, 8, 9, yeah. That's so we have to cross off today's team. What is today? No. Okay. Damn, good thing we crossed off New Orleans, Carolina, because I think one of us would have picked New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
Houston lost to Atlanta won, Buffalo won, Cincinnati won, the Chargers won, New England lost. Minnesota won.
Did I have that?
Yeah. You had New England.
Damn.
Washington won. Minnesota won. Baltimore won. Chicago lost. Detroit won. Rams won. Philadelphia won and Kansas City
Who
won.
had Rams? Who had Rams?
I had Rams.
Wait, look. Is that the stream is paused?
Is it really?
On mine. Yeah, let me see.
Check it out.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got Houston wrong, but you got fucking New England and Chicago wrong. Then the fucking Philly came through for you. So, like I took this week. Good, because I was on a fucking slide.
So we only picked 6 games? Or 7 games?
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 6 games each? Or 7 games each?
7 games each, yeah. Okay. We're good.
So week 9. Back tied, 5-5. Damn, that's crazy. You took 6, 7, and 8. That's okay. And so there's 4 teams on bye. Well, actually, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 14 games. But we have to get rid of Cincinnati, Baltimore.
Yep.
So, okay, but we have to get rid of another game too, because then that would leave us.
Oh yeah.
Unless technically I picked Baltimore and you picked Cincinnati.
That is true.
Technically.
I'll give you that.
Okay, so then we'll just give
I'll
myself.
set on Joey B.
We'll just give myself this, and then that way we don't have to.
That's fine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7,
or we can cross off Giants, Carolina, if you want to just 2, and then that'll be the game we cross off, and then it's even.
Okay, fine. That makes sense.
Because Giants Carolina is horrible.
And it's a fucking.
Oh, is that in Germany?
It's in Germany.
Is that the Germany one?
The Hitler game, yeah.
Oh, great.
All right. It's week 10, so you pick, right? Even is you and odd is me.
Okay. Give me Philly at Dallas. Give me the Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly.
The fuck?
If the Eagles lose this game, I swear to God, bro.
I can see it happening.
Oh
I can see
God.
Cooper Rush.
If Cooper Rush goes nuts and Sirianni goes for it on 4th down,
it's gonna be like a comeback or something.
It's gonna be horrible.
Like, we're in Dallas where Cooper Rush has the ball with 45 seconds left at it. Philadelphia 45.
That would be hilarious.
Kansas City, Denver. I feel like that's a trap game. I can see Denver beating Kansas City. Didn't they beat them last year?
I believe so.
Like early, like or actually around this time, maybe. I'm not taking Denver though. You know what? Fuck. But the New Orleans, Atlanta. I'm going to take Detroit. I just don't see how Houston's going to be better than they were.
Okay, give me the Rams.
Okay, good. All right, when are they firing? Fuck me. When are they firing? Peterson, the fucking. I got Minnesota. When are they firing fucking Jacksonville after this game? The fucking Doug Peterson.
I hope so.
It sucks that Trevor Lawrence isn't really a factor. I feel like he should be better by now.
You think he's been given a platform to be good?
No, that's why. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I want him.
Oh, okay. Oh, Washington, Pittsburgh is gonna be good.
Yeah, I'm actually very excited about that. I just hate that it's a fucking.
Yeah, morning game.
Yeah, did they flex it out?
Yeah, check. That would make sense, right?
Would have been the second time they flex out.
Oh no, probably not though. Look at Detroit. Houston's a good one though. It's not like that's a trash one. Or at least in the afternoon, you're saying?
Yeah. No, they didn't. No, they did it last week. Should though. They should just flex all the Washington games. I think we all want to watch fucking Jaden Daniels.
Oh wow. Okay, give me the Bills. Bills.
Okay, Bills.
Yeah.
Good one. So, under head coach Kyle Shanahan, they're 4-3 after the week off, but they're 4-1 in their last 5. Oh, okay, never mind. So Kyle Shanahan's been pretty good after the bye week. Because they just had a bye week and then they're playing Tampa. And I can see fucking Mayfield lighting them up for some in Tampa. I'm gonna say Chicago beats New England. There's no way. That defense is too good, right? Oh, I gave you 2.
Yeah, I think so, right?
Oh yeah, that's what I would. Chicago.
Give me the Chargers.
Take Atlanta, even though I feel like New Orleans could possibly bounce. Oh no, they just fired Dennis Allen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, they're not winning. They're not winning. Unless they play with like a better. Well, I don't know. Ooh.
Give me the Cardinals.
For real though, like, what's the contract looking like for Rodgers anyway? Like, his guys just won the presidency. Like, I don't know. Do you think there's like a chance he thinks like, oh, I'm boys with RFK, maybe I can get in the cabinet somehow? I feel like it's something. I don't know.
Maybe in 2 years when his contract's up.
So he has still next season and the season after that?
No, I think he has one more after this one.
Oh, okay.
I think that's yeah.
Okay. Kansas City defense too good. There's no way they lose to Denver. Bo Nix isn't gonna get it done. D Hop's gonna look good. If not, Worthy's getting.
I'll do it.
Doing what?
Give me the commies.
It's always a hard one to pick. That's always hard, but I mean, yeah, let's see. So this is the first game with Lattimore, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, I think Dan team that up where it'll work out perfect for them. I think in my heart of hearts, I feel like Tampa Bay might pull an upset here, but I mean they are getting CMC back, so we'll see. I guess this is such an odd fucking thing because it's almost evenly weighted on both sides. Home and away. One of these teams isn't going to win. One of these favorites isn't going to win. And I feel like it's either Indy.
Indy.
Yeah, Indy's going to pull an upset or fucking. Who's the Philly or Dallas? I feel like one of those. I don't think Houston looks too in shambles. And then. I don't know. Yeah. Well. All right. You want to do Dodgers real quick?
I'm done. Yeah.
Our
chance.
Let it go.
I have notes here from week 1 or before week 1 about the Cowboys. Cowboys record 10-7. My prediction. Oh, I'm crossing all that.
Oh wow.
Crossing all that off right now.
For now. Yeah, no. Forever. Okay, I kind of just want to do I think everybody knows mostly about what happened. But what I want to cover is also what's the purpose of Mookie going to the infield again?
Maybe open up
for Soto?
Juan Soto in right field. I don't know. It's all planting seeds, bro.
Yeah.
It's all.
You think Max Fried is something that could actually happen?
I think it can, yeah. Do what? Am I like jumping up in the air for like saying, "Oh my God, we need to get him"? No. But I mean, yeah, I can see how we're interested for sure. I hope we're interested. Yeah.
I want to find where. I just want to find where Kershaw talked to Buehler before he went out there. Kind of a tearjerker. Okay, here we go. On Wednesday, Walker Buehler boarded the Dodgers team bus to Yankee Stadium, looked at general manager Brandon Gomes, and said, "I'm good tonight if you need me." 2 nights earlier, Buehler had spun magic in Game 3, shutting down New York in 5 scoreless innings. He was scheduled to throw a between starts bullpen session. If he needed to forego it to instead throw in a World Series game, he was ready. Buehler is 30 and coming off the worst regular season of his career, winning just 1 of his 16 starts and posting a 5.38 ERA. He missed all of 23 after undergoing second Tommy John surgery and returned a much lesser version of the cocksure right-hander, whose postseason badassery earned him a reputation as one of the baseball's finest big game pitchers. His fastball lacked life and his breaking ball's sharpness. With free agency beckoning, Buehler had looked positively ordinary. So it was October though, and this was October though, and the month had always brought out something different in him. He dotted his fastball on all 4 quadrants of the strike zone in Game 3, flummoxing Yankee hitters. It reffed past him with the sort of carry he displayed over 4 short shutout innings, against the Mets in the NLCS. Back, too, was Buehler's self-assuredness. Just in case Gomes and the rest of the Dodger staff didn't understand what he meant, Buehler reiterated at the stadium, "If things get a little squirrely, then I'll be ready." I'm gonna skip this. In the meantime, Cole was cruising. He held the Dodgers hitless through 4 innings. Hernandez broke that streak with a single leadoff in the 5th. Edman lined ball to center that cranked off Judge's glove, his first error on a fly ball since 2017. After Volpe fielded a ground ball and did whatever, the fucking 5th inning breakdown. Yes. Yes, so then it's a 5-5, right? After Oscar fucking hits one that I thought was a homer, but hits off the wall.
Off the wall.
Yes. Over Judge's head. So then it's 5-5. Yankee Stadium minutes earlier, Madhouse flatlined. Buehler had adjourned to the weight room, loosening his arm with a yellow plyometric ball. He saw Slater, who works out during the game to calm his nerves. Who the hell is Slater?
Probably one of the trainers or staff.
Yeah. Is it squirrely yet? Buehler asked. It was squirrely, all right. Friedman had come downstairs to consult with the rest of the front office about the logistics of finding a lie-flat airplane seat to fly Yamamoto back to Los Angeles ahead of Andrew Friedman. When I read Friedman, I was thinking Freeman for some reason. Friedman had come downstairs to consult with the rest of the front office about the logistics of finding a lie-flat plane seat to fly Yamamoto back to Los Angeles ahead of the team for a potential Game 6. Now, instead of expending energy on that, they focus on how the Dodgers would possibly secure the final 15 ounce of the game if they could steal the lead. Inside the dugout, Roberts and Pryor were doing the same. They were counting on left-hander Alex Vesia for more than 1 inning, with his pitch count run to 23 after weathering a bases-loaded situation by getting Gleyber Torres to fly out to right field. Vesia was done after the 5th. Buehler had returned to the dugout, and Pryor asked whether he had thrown all day. No, Buehler said. He offered his services to Robert, who told him to head to the bullpen, which he did at 10:08 p.m. When Buehler arrived, he saw Brent Honeywell, whose 7 2/3 innings in the NLCS had helped keep the Dodgers bullpen fresh, and Joe Kelly, the veteran, not on the roster because of an injury. "What the fuck are you doing here?" Honeywell said. "I just came here to hang out with you and Joe," Buehler said. Gratterall, the Dodgers' 6th pitcher of the night, walked the first 2 hitters in the 6th and allowed the Yankees to take a 6-5 lead on a Stanton sac fly. After a third walk left runners on first and second, Robert summoned Blake Treinen, the Dodgers' best reliever, to face Volpe, who grounded out to second on a full count. "I owed it to them to exhaust every possible resource to give them the best chance to win the game," Robert said. "At that point, I'm just counting outs." The math was not in his favor. Left in the bullpen were the Game 4 starter rookie Ben Kasparius and Honeywell, who had gotten tagged for 4 runs the previous night, along with veteran Daniel Hudson, who had surrendered Volpe's grand slam. Trinian took care of the 7th in order, and the Dodgers greeted Yankees reliever Tommy Cano rudely, loading the bases with singles and 4-pitch walk. Boone signaled for the closer Luke Weaver, who had pitched in Game 3 and 4, and he worked a full count before Lux lofted a sac fly to left center field.
Just phenomenal situational hitting, dude. Just getting a job done.
Yeah.
Same thing with Mookie right after.
Otani reloaded the bases on another error via catcher's interference before the second sac fly into the inning from Betts, who gave the Dodgers Los Angeles a 7-6 advantage. Roberts was ready. About 20 minutes later, Buehler had thrown the 5 balls to the bullpen catcher to ensure his arm would be ready. It felt fresh. Hudson began warming up as well, and Buehler later rejoined him. Roberts wanted to stick with training as long as he could, and the decision looked faithful after Judge doubled and Chisholm walked. Roberts, not Pryor, walked to the mound. A pitching change seemed imminent. He considered putting Hudson in the game to face Stanton, whose 7 home runs in this October set a Yankees postseason record. Roberts did not realize that Hudson's forearm was screaming as he warmed up. Hudson had fashioned a 15-year major league career despite 2 Tommy John surgeries within 1 calendar year from 2012 to 2013, typically a career ender for pitchers. Forearm tightness is a telltale sign of elbow troubles, and Hudson foresaw catastrophe if Roberts called on him to pitch. If Doc brought me in, Hudson said, I was going to blow out again. When Roberts arrived at the mound, he put his hands on Trinian's chest. Ooh, should I find a visual? Maybe I can. This should have a visual. I don't know why it doesn't have like a visual.
Yeah.
I hate these ESPN articles because they don't put pictures. I feel like there's a good... Whatever. If you watched the game, you saw this. He does this. He also did this with Banda during the season too, where he just likes to put his arms around guys, like they're praying or some shit.
That's what you need sometimes.
Yeah, you know, just a little bit of affection. It's all good. I just wanted to feel his heartbeat and just kind of look at him in the eye and say, "What do you got?" Robert said, and he said, "I want him." And so I said, "All right, you got this hitter," because my intention was for him to get 1 hitter. On a middle first pitch sinker, Stanton sent a lazy fly ball to short right field. Roberts planned to hook Trinian there. Trinian avoided eye contact with Roberts. Out of the corner of his eye, Roberts saw Freeman. I give Freddie credit, Roberts said. Freddie was waving me off. He suddenly said, "Hey, let him stay in." So then I trusted the players, and Blake made a pitch. He struck out Rizzo on a back foot slider in his 42nd pitch of the night and bounded off the mound and into the dugout, lead secure. Roberts knew his next move. He was going to use his projected Game 7 starter as his Game 5 closer and win the damn World Series. That is fucking crazy. I'm like literally getting chills. Okay. When the bullpen door swung open in the 9th inning and Buehler jogged to the mound, his wife Mackenzie, sitting in the stands, started to sob. Their baby daughter Finley was asleep on Mackenzie's shoulder, and the tension of the moment was eating at her. And the tears didn't stop. Not after Volpe grounded out to third, not after Austin Wells swung over a full count curveball, and not after Verdugo flailed at a 77.5, 77.5 mile per hour curveball in the dirt that won the Dodgers a World Series that 29 other professional billion-dollar organizations would have liked to have won. Buehler exulted. His teammates swarmed him. Every time the Dodgers won a World Series, Buehler fetches his phone. What? Every time the Dodgers win a series, Buehler fetches his phone, opens Instagram, and captions the triumphant photo with the same 2 words, all caps. Who else? He means the Dodgers, yes. But there's more to it. This manifestation of the best version of himself in October. Something with which Freeman and his fellow champions are familiar. That's how I feel about myself, Buehler said. Who else is going to do it? Who else is going to be out there? Who else is supposed to do this? We've got 30 guys that believe that same way. And I was just the one in the spot to do it. That's fucking
beautiful.
Crazy. I wanted to find the part where he talked to Kershaw, but I don't know where that's at.
Talked to Kershaw when?
Before he went out there. He was like, "You're going to the dugout," or something like that.
Right there. It's right there.
Where am I? Down here, right here?
They bring up Kershaw right there. I'm not. Oh, that's.
No, this is after. This is after they won. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, that's fucking crazy. Yeah, it's just fuck. Yeah, that was just. I mean, honestly, it's fucking storybook ending to like a year where everyone was like, Buehler is ass. He's done. He's not gonna be on the team anymore. Like, this sucks. Like, you know, you would see and be like, oh shit, Buehler's pitching today. I hope he looks better because he's been ass all year.
Mm-hmm.
And just the fact that like he was able to pull that off. And just as good as he looked even when he did it. And it's the crazy thing too is that like Kershaw got put in these situations also, but it was like, you know, it was never in the same. It was never around a complete. Well, also because he got fucked over by the Astros, which is a whole separate issue. But when Kershaw got pulled out, it was always like out of dire necessity. And I guess this was also the same situation, but I don't know. I just think that these teams are way better. These teams that we've been putting out, I would say since what? Since we got Freeman or since we got Mookie, have just been way better than anything else we were able to put together.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I'd agree.
And here, while I look for that, we can.
You're going to the
Also,
bullpen.
Jack Flaherty's just fucking
on.
drunk.
You're going to the bullpen, game 1. You're going on this mound that I've stood on with you. And it's unbelievable, the feeling. Can you describe to the people, is it pressure? Is it all over your shoulders? What is it for you?
It was so much fun. I haven't had a point in games where I have not been able to breathe. And that was the first time I grabbed Kersh after the game, and I was like, Kersh, like, I couldn't breathe. I don't know what happened. I don't know where the game went, but I couldn't breathe. It was unbelievable. And I know Game 5 didn't go how I wanted it to, but it was unbelievable. And I can't believe I'm just so happy we won it.
You couldn't breathe after the game, or you couldn't breathe going into the game?
I could not breathe like during the game.
During the game.
During the game, I grabbed it afterwards, and I was like, I couldn't breathe. I'm so happy that like I came out and pitched well.
Can you remember? Let you put your game face on.
I ordered that shirt he's wearing.
You're going to the bullpen. Game
Where
1.
What is it?
You're going on this.
I don't know.
It was so. I haven't had a point.
It's a brand called Scene or something like that, but it popped up probably the day after the parade. It popped up on my Instagram feed.
Oh, that happens to me.
And it popped up, and I bought it. I'm like, oh my god, this is clean as hell.
Hopefully this fucking. So people had signs that said, "Don't ever stop," or "Freddie, don't ever stop," because they're referencing him in this article where. I feel like I had all this in my. Tweeted it or liked it. So I guess because Freddie had a fucking broken rib also, right? Here we go. Let's just read this first paragraph. 2 days before Los Angeles preseason began, Freeman felt a twinge in his rib cage, which he took a swing during a simulated game. He vowed to ignore it. It's not as if he wasn't already in pain. Over the previous week, Freeman had nursed a sprained ankle sustained trying to avoid a tag while running to first base. He needed no more impediments. The Dodgers had a World Series to win. A day later, October 4th, Freeman finished a news conference in which he declared himself ready to play despite the ankle injury. He retreated to the batting cage at Dodger Stadium. He wanted to take some swings in preparation for a live batting practice session. His side tingled, and with each of his first dozen swings. On the 13th swing, Freeman felt a jolt through his body and crumbled to the ground. Unable to pick himself up off the floor, Freeman was helped into the x-ray room next to the Los Angeles dugout. The results were inconclusive, and around 9:30 p.m., he received a call. The Dodgers wanted to drive him to Santa Monica for more imaging. He hopped in the car, and then in an MRI tube. Around 11:30 p.m., the results arrived. Freeman had broken the costal cartilage in his 6th rib, an injury that typically sidelines players for months. Devastation set in. Walking hurt, breathing stung, swinging a bat felt like an impossibility. Freeman's father, Fred, worried about his youngest son, whom he raised after Freeman's mother, Rosemary, died of a melanoma when Freddie was 10. R.I.P. He saw the anguish in every minuscule moment. Considering the injuries to his rib and ankle and the lasting soreness from a middle finger he fractured in August, surely Freeman was too beaten up to keep playing. Surely there would be no more postseasons, more opportunities. I actually told him to stop, Fred said. I said, Freddie, this is not worth it. I know you love baseball. I love baseball. But it's not worth what you're going through. And he looked at me like I was crazy, and he said, Dad, I'm never going to stop. So that's where people were getting the signs from, or making signs that say, don't ever stop. Not only did Freddie never stop, he put on one of Dodgers' greatest fall classic performances in history and readied the franchise for its first victory parade in 36 years. Yeah, so MVP.
Not just Dodgers, just in greatest performance in history, bro.
In history, yeah. I mean, what, nine straight games with the home run, right? Or what was it?
I think it was 6.
6 straight, yeah.
6, but everyone was huge.
Well, what's the record? Isn't the record like George Springer or something?
No, he tied the record with 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I saw someone post a picture of one record he broke, and then they had George Springer's name above him, but they crossed it out because it was like the years that they cheated. So that's.
Yeah.
But I forgot what it was. I might have not have been the home run thing.
Probably for the whole playoffs, not the World Series.
Okay.
Yeah. Most postseason and single postseason home run record or something like that. But unbelievable, bro. Sometimes I still can't believe it.
I mean, it's so hard, man. It's so hard to fucking win in fucking baseball, like especially
162 games, man. It's insane. It's a grind.
With 3 legit starters, not even because like those are the guys that are our starters, but like let's say we didn't have if we didn't have these injuries, like is Buehler even on the team anymore? Like, because as bad as he was during the regular season.
Oh yeah, he might not be on the team.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's just like a lot of these. I'm trying to find that. And it just makes it difficult when you're trying to maneuver that for fucking Roberts, obviously. And it's just crazy that like I'm just glad it worked out the way it did, even just like the story. I mean, because then also, it's why I like reading the articles, because they give you like the background of what happened, the behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Like a lot of us are just watching on the TV. We just easy to walk out, but just being able to know how it goes down. Okay, so yeah, so this is courts agree. What is all this? Games. Okay. Oh, finally? Yesterday? This is 1 day ago. Please tell me. I know Garvey didn't win, but this was crazy. Ohtani. We can look at this real quick. All right, whatever. So here are the 50 projected. Free agents: Juan Soto, 2024 team, New York Yankees. Age 26. So he's only what? Or he's 5 years older than you? 4 years older than you? And about 3 years younger than me. So number 2. So this is what I'm excited about. It looks like we're gonna get this guy, right? We're just gonna have all Japanese pitchers. Ohtani.
Yeah, seems like we're the favorite for this guy.
Ohtani, this guy, Sasaki, and fucking Yamamoto, and then just Glasnow, and then Kershaw whenever he's good to pitch, I guess.
Guess so. We need a lefty in there, so that's why it's kind of like, that's why the Max Fried is kind of taking on or picking up a little steam these last few days. But
how many starting pitchers does a team need?
When you get 5 in the rotation, typically Dodgers normally go 6, 5.5.
So let's say we get this guy and let's say Ohtani's good.
Be like 6.
So let's say 6. So let's say Ohtani's good to pitch next year. Because Ohtani's a pitcher, even though he did 50-50 this year and is going to win MVP for that.
Yeah, he's going to pitch. Yeah.
He views himself as a pitcher. He does not see himself as a batter. Or
Glasnow.
So yeah, Ohtani, Glasnow, Yamamoto.
Sasaki, potentially.
Yeah, so that's 4, right?
Yeah. And Kirsch when he's back.
When he's back. And then what?
You can go Bobby Miller, you can go Dustin May, you can go Gonsolin, but that's 4 reliever, or that's 4 right-handers in a starting rotation.
Yeah, so we have Yamamoto, Stone, Sheehan, River, Ryan, Miller, May, Guy, Knack, Enriquez, Gonsolin, Glasnow. So yeah. Where the fuck did it go? Did I lose it? Did I lose it? Oh no, I don't want to read about this. Or actually, let's just read. I don't want. Here we go. The prediction: the Dodgers will acquire Willy Adames from the Brewers to play shortstop, and Isaac Paredes from the Rays to play third base. The idea here was Mookie was not going to the last season. The idea here was Mookie Betts was not going to last the season at shortstop, and the Dodgers would look to improve their infield defense. I was wrong there, as Betts eventually ended up back in right field, but suggesting the Dodgers would trade for Adames was pretty odd, considering I also picked the Brewers to win the NL Central, suggesting Adames was valuable to them. Paredes was traded, but to the Cubs, not to the Dodgers. The Dodgers did trade for Tommy Edman, however. Grade D. Wait, he's going over his old predictions? I thought he was predicting for the future. Looking ahead to 2025, Edman will be around. Plus, the Dodgers have a $5 million club option on Miguel Rojas. So, shortstop projects for now as a combination of those two if they bring back Rojas. Although, maybe they'll go after Adames in free agency.
Which I would much rather have Mookie and right, Adames at short, and Edman at second.
And what do you do with Lux?
Just be in the rotation. Or yeah, he'll have to be a platoon guy or trade him. So.
Like. Yeah. Do you like the idea of getting Soto?
Not really. I don't. I'm not like. No. No.
Yeah, I think I would rather.
You could use that 700 million in quotations. I don't really think he's gonna get that, but
yeah.
You can use a lot of that, whatever money you could, towards a lot of other great pieces that we can add.
Yeah.
Instead of just that.
I think I would
we're,
rather
we're
get.
already star-studded like that. I'd rather get a Adames than a shortstop than add another.
And then if we add, yeah, and then just get starting pitching, and then the rest is pretty much a lock because Edman can play center field, right? And then what? Does Max come back at third?
I guess, but I would like to move on from Max as well.
Eventually.
Yeah, like soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was mostly what I wanted to read over the Dodgers, just because I know everyone already knows.
Dodgers are champs, so man.
Yeah. So I mean, I ordered a fake Teoscar jersey for $25 from China before Trump adds the tariffs. So it's supposed to get here. I think it already shipped. Me and my cousin ordered it at work. So if it's legit and it looks nice, yeah, the jerseys are only $25, and they got a lot of options. So I might order more shit.
Alright, but well, you let me know how that goes, and then I'm gonna have to slide through.
Yeah, for sure. Did you vote?
Yes, I did.
How'd that go? Did you vote in person or did you do the ballot? Drop off the ballot?
No, we did. My parents dropped off the ballot on Sunday. I think it was Sunday.
Sunday. Yeah.
Right there.
So I wasn't too. I mean, I Kamala losing, I'm not really surprised about.
Me either.
Because she ran a shitty campaign. How did California vote on? But what I am sad about is this other shit. Rent control did not pass. Okay, these are the ones that pissed me off. Bonds for school and college facilities, yes. Constitutional right to marriage. This is just taking out language about same-sex marriage, so whatever. That we should have been past that. Bonds, water, life, climate risk. This is so that's a yes. Bonds for affordable housing and infrastructure. So this pretty much was gonna give people money to buy fucking affordable housing or to like build affordable housing. Fucking no. And it passed before, so that kind of got me mad because it's passed before. But I think I feel like the only reason it didn't pass is because we've passed it so many times. Newsom doesn't do anything with the money, and like people aren't seeing any fucking like.
Yeah, fair enough.
So that's probably why it didn't pass. Eliminates forcing inmates to work. This one not passing is also fucking pissed me off. Because this is just straight up slavery. And I mean, it's cool that they let us vote for it, but like, what the fuck, you know? So that's that one. And then raises minimum wage. This one should have passed too. That's fucking bullshit. And then local government residential control. How the fuck are you not gonna vote for rent control? Like, come on. And then to top it off, increase sentences for certain drug and theft crimes. It's just, who the fuck wants to go to jail for so many years just because you have weed on you? Like, it's just so like this one.
I think throwing the theft crimes in there is what makes it is making people, because it is a little ridiculous, the slap on the hand of like retail theft, and it's just like,
dude, retail theft is not a problem in this country and especially in this state. It is very minimal.
This
isn't even for retail crimes. This is for drug crimes. So this is like, I think if you still like.
No, theft. I'm talking about the theft crimes part.
Okay, but.
Yeah.
So.
I think lumping those two together is whack.
Just regardless, it's whack. It's enough people go to prison in this, and so America is 4%. Our population in America and the whole world, we're only 4%, which is like, I don't know how many billion people we are, right? In America, we are 4% of the global population, but we house 25% of inmates. That's crazy. Like, how are you going to be only 4% of the whole population of the earth, but you house 25% of all people that are incarcerated? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, America is famously like super, like, that's all we do is jail people. That's all we like to do is jail people. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's so it's like it's not like Americans are just do more crime. It's just that we like to put people in jail, and the reason we like to put people in jail is because we like to make them make license plates, which is this fucking, where is it at? Eliminates forcing inmates to work, because corporations buy prisons and then they make inmates work for 16 cents an hour or whatever the fuck, you know, which is to make license plates or to whatever the fuck they do. And it's like all exacerbated from the fact that it's not real. Like it's not an actual thing that people are just doing theft all the time. It's just that we like to put people in jail for these petty crimes. And I don't know if, because you're referencing the theft, but so here real quick, there are 3 primary problems with the current retail theft narrative, which require policymakers and public's attention. But when you turn on the TV and you see like a bunch of kids stealing shit from like a Louis Vuitton or like whatever the fuck, it's like, it's on the TV because they're trying to get you to be like, oh fuck, look what's happening in LA, like it's so evil, it's so scary, oh my god, downtown LA is so scary. So the first thing is, existing data on retail theft is highly unreliable and imprecise. First, retail theft is not an independent category reported by most police departments. Moreover, the terms increasingly used by industry and government officials, organized retail crime and organized retail theft, have no consistent legal definition across states and often encompass border crimes such as cargo and employee theft, which are already associated with more severe sanctions. So pretty much, they lump in all types of theft with this kind of theft, but they don't lump in wage theft. So when your boss doesn't pay you the proper amount of the overtime that you do and all that other shit, they don't include that in there, but they'll include all this other crap. The second is that shoplifting in major cities did not actually spike in the ways media has reported. According to Criminal Justice, only 24 cities consistently reporting shoplifting data. Over the past 5 years, of those cities, shoplifting decreased in 17 of those states. Blah blah whatever. Even in San Francisco, so in San Francisco is where a lot of these Walgreens people, where people would walk into Walgreens and just steal a bunch of shampoo and shit, and people were like putting that on social media. So even San Francisco has often been cited as having a shoplifting epidemic. So I'm pretty sure this is gonna get on here. Saw a 5% decline in shoplifting between 2019 and 2023. So it's just, I mean, I get why people steal shit, whatever. Like when people are stealing like diapers or whatever the fuck, you know, clearly they're stealing for a reason, because they need to buy stuff. They don't have money for shit, you know? And the fact that we like want to like increase sentences for these people instead of just helping them, like, because clearly if you're stealing diapers, it's because you need diapers. You know, no one's eating diapers. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're hungry or you got a kid, you got to steal shampoo, blah, blah, blah. Like, no one steals Louis Vuitton shit or like steal stuff from like a Saks Fifth because you're gonna go and eat it. Like you have to steal it so you could sell it and make money. Like, you know what I mean? But like just increasing the sentencing is not gonna do anything. But it just makes me sad that like it's such a disparity. Like 70%. Like I don't know. I think it's a lot of the crime narrative that goes around that like Trump was pushing to, where it's like the migrants, they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs. It's like, come on, dog. Really? Like, this is the shit we're doing. And here we are.
That's what America felt like.
Yeah, I mean it's that's exactly why I feel like
and that's not Kamala's fault.
It is Kamala's fault.
No, it's her campaign and the people that are preparing her that threw her in that position in the first place.
But she had it. She had it because she added Tim Walz, who was a guy who like is famous for like.
I don't think it's she, bro. I think it's a lot of decisions that were made for her.
No, I think
the campaign
she's
around her.
I agree with that.
I think that's what it is.
But she's also a grown ass woman. You know what I mean? She's a grown ass woman.
What she wanted to do.
If she's a grown ass woman, if people are telling her to do things a certain way, she has every right to be like, I don't want to do it that way. That's ass. You know what I'm saying? Like when people are like, hey, when she's on The View.
You think so in the power that's behind the scenes like that?
It's not.
You think she really had a voice in the Democratic Party?
I promise you, it's not. It is that way to an extent, but it's not that like Illuminati. Like she goes and answers to the Council of Elders. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is that to a certain extent. But like she was kind of following the party line anyway. But it's like, if you really want to win, don't listen to these people. Listen to because within the Democratic Party, there's like, it's the people who follow the party line, like Gavin Newsom, Nancy Pelosi, Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, to an extent. And then there's like Bernie Sanders, who's also a Democrat technically, but he does his own kind of thing, and they always shit on him for it. And then you have like AOC, Omar, and Tlaib, who are like the progressives, right? That always get shit on for like, even though they're Democrats, they get shit on by the Democratic Party all the time because they're progressive. So like, I just feel like, yeah, sure. Like I do think she was like listening to the Democrats too much, or like those people, like the Clinton advisors and like those type of people. But she had it. Like as soon as she switched over, she got that momentum. People were excited for her. But then as soon as she opened her mouth, she was like, oh yeah, like, there's nothing I would change about Joe Biden's policies or anything, because they asked her on The View, like, oh,
she was just too attached to the hip to Joe Biden.
Yeah, she should have been like
associated. She was too associated with the presidency. What the last 4 years have looked like, and America clearly was like,
and
we're not vibing with it.
And the thing too is like, people like Democrat, like I get it that I guess inflation did go down and blah blah blah, but like people were acting like they're like people's lives haven't been good, or at least decent, since Obama years, right? So that's why, like, when 2016 came around, it was kind of like, that was really a shock, because it really should have just gone to, but Hillary just ran a terrible campaign also. She's a piece of shit. But like, and she's like super sussy, but like when you're
and she's a woman.
Nah, it's not even, I mean, I guess, I don't know.
Trump is 0-1 against a dude.
Yeah, he's 0-1 against a dude, but the women.
And 2-0.
It's just
got a clean sweep.
When you're doing a genocide, when you're doing a genocide in Gaza with America, like we're straight up doing a genocide, like, and not being apologetic about it at all. And then you have Liz Cheney and Dick Cheney like endorsing you. Like, why are you? Like, Dick Cheney is like, he's a war criminal. Like, he's responsible for killing and displacing and fucking just straight up ruining the lives of like 10 to 15 million people in Iraq. And then you're like, well, we're currently doing a genocide, and then you being like, oh, like, hell yeah, like, he's endorsing me. It's like, why are you being friends with this person? He's a fucking evil man. Everybody knows that. Even Republicans agree that he's an evil man. And you're over here being like, look who's endorsing me, a Republican. Like, who cares? Why are you like, you know what I mean? Why would you? No one's gonna like that. No one's gonna go for that. And it's just, yeah, just like a lot of shit like that. She was just too nice to Republicans, like saying that, oh, I'm gonna have a Republican in my cabinet. Like, great. Now, don't worry. Now there's a lot of Republicans in the cabinet, right? Now we got fucking RFK saying he's gonna take fluoride out of the water, and I don't know what the fuck. Fucking Elon Musk is gonna like, what is he like? He's gonna put him ahead of like, what did he say? Like business, and I don't know what the fuck. Like, we're cooked. Like, we're absolutely cooked. The Supreme Court gave like the president like full powers, and Joe Biden was like, I'm not going to take advantage of that. Trump is going to take advantage of that. He's going to put people in jail. He's like straight up going to make internment camps and like deport a shitload of people, like it might be over for a lot of people. So, I mean, and I'm not saying it's a certainty, but I'm just saying going based off what he said. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like, I guess we'll see if he comes through.
See.
Yeah, we'll see. But like, he straight up was like, "I'm revoking motherfuckers who have green cards," and like, our grandpa only has a green card. You know what I mean? Like, both of my grandpas only have a green card. Grandma's a citizen, but grandpa has a green card. So like, you know, if he actually goes through with what he says he's gonna go through with, and Bortak might come knocking on the door looking for Gramps. You know what I'm saying? So like, according to him, according to what he says, but who knows? You know what I mean? I think what's more likely is he's just gonna go after like the people who are more like have HB1 visas, like that work like in the fields, like picking like apples and shit. And then it's gonna end up like,
and then it's gonna impact our whole.
Yeah, it's gonna impact everyone's economy. Like, it's just gonna make shit worse. Like, our economy's gonna get way worse. The rich are gonna get richer. Like Elon Musk and all these motherfuckers already made $64 billion after one day. So shit's just gonna get bad out here. But it's all right because the Lions are good at least.
And the Dodgers won the World Series.
The Dodgers won the World Series.
At least before World War III.
Yeah. Yeah. At least, yeah, that's fucked up. Like, if the Lions don't win it this year, it might, you know,
it might never happen.
It might never happen. So they need to pull it off. Them are the commies. We gotta get another team in there. But hell yeah. I'm gonna be at your house in like 2 weekends, I guess.
That's right. That's right.
So not this Friday, but the following Friday. But not a week from tomorrow. Or 2 weeks from tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
But all right then, though. I'm out of here. Let me stop the stream arena.